The same skill that makes you great at your job is probably the one you're not using at home and your family needs it most. I had a client, we'll call him Chief. This guy was the man. He would run headfirst into emergencies, into fires, things that no one else would handle but him, and he would always be calm, cool, and collected. But that all changed. The moment he would get back home after work, he was no longer that calm guy. He would bark orders. He would actually cause more chaos. His family would see him more as a bulldozer than a force of calm. It wasn't working for him, and it definitely wasn't working for his wife. Here's what was actually happening. Chief expected this part of his day to be the easiest. After a hard day at work, all he wanted was to come inside to calm, and that's not what he was getting. His expectations and reality were not matching, so his brain started seeing this as a threat, and he started doing the only thing that Chief knew how to do in chaos in his own life, and that wasn't working for his family. And here's the thing that nobody told him. He already had all of the skills necessary to solve this problem. He just wasn't using the tools and the skills that he already had. He was only applying them at work, not giving them to his family. It's kind of like this. There's a guy on the job site. He has a toolbox with every tool known to man. A problem arises, he solves it immediately. But then you go to the guy's house and he has a doorknob that has been broken for months, but he doesn't solve it because the tools that he has, they only get used on the job site. Same guy, same tool, it just never gets brought in the house. So here's exactly what Chief and I did to solve this problem once and for all. It's called the 5-minute driveway reset. It's 3 steps. The first step is you need to own what is going on. So what that looked like in practice for Chief was he would sit there and say, all right, right now I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I'm a little agitated. It has nothing to do with my family. It all has to do with work. Perfect. Now that you own this, you take away some of its power because there's a saying, if you live in your head, you're dead. Your brain is not on your side. Remember that. Now, step 2. Step 2 is where you breathe. My dad used to always say to me, Ben, breathe. It doesn't solve all your problems, but it gives you a chance to actually solve them. So Chief would breathe in for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, exhale for 3 seconds. By doing this, it would help his nervous system downregulate. And now, once he is calm and out of his head and into his body, he goes on to the final step, and that is to reframe and prepare himself for what is coming up next. So he would say to himself, I am ready for whatever is going to happen next. There might be chaos, but I will handle it. I will triage the situation, and I will come in as my best self, and I will give my family what they need. Own it, breathe, reframe. That's the entire reset. He would walk in and he would triage immediately, just like he did at work. He would start using that skill. He would see what needed his attention first, and he would give it to that accordingly. And once Chief started doing this, he stopped walking in like a bulldozer. He stopped barking at his family, and lo and behold, his family started responding differently when he came home, and that peace that he was craving started happening more and more because he was actually causing a lot of that just by the way he entered the home. You already have the skills you need to solve all of the problems in your life. You're probably only applying them in one area of your life, and that's probably work. That's why you're successful. And the only thing standing in between you and the life that you want is a 5-minute driveway reset before you enter the home, and it's going to have a massive impact on how you re-enter the home and what you get in return. You give your best, calmest self to your employees and to your coworkers. The question you need to ask yourself is, who deserves it more? Those people at work or the people behind the front door that love me the most? You know the answer. Now do the 5-minute reset.